What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into my channel. My name is Kreepers and I'm here today with another video of Royale. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about the new game mode called Deathmatch Training Grounds. Okay, for the first thing, you probably remember a Fortnite playgrounds, but it's not the same thing. It is very similar in certain situations where you are going to be reviving yourself most of the times. You're not going to be dying permanently, okay? You don't have to restart a new game if you die. You do have only one chicken life, and this means that if you get chickened but you still manage to come back to life, if you get shot and, get your life to zero at the second life, you will be immediately terminated. You will not go into chicken mode again, because that would be just too bad for you to have 3 chickens' lives. And either way, after you die, you just skydive back from the sky and you go back down to the middle of the map, or whatever you want to go. Pretty much, you probably will go for the place where you were murdered, because you're going to be appearing there with all your items. You will not lose anything. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is why this mode is actually to test the game, because you can literally choose to go, for example, as an assassin, take a sniper rifle and think, oh, even if I die, even if I miss my shots, I'm still gonna be coming back with my sniper rifle and I get a second chance, or more chances, of course. This is very good, for example, to train your sniper skills, or train a specific class that you haven't been playing lately and has been changed. The mode itself, it was, the Harris talked about it. They were saying that they're not entirely sure if the game is going to be permanently staying there, this game mode, or if it's just temporary. I gotta be honest, I would love for it to stay, because it's a type of match that you get less stress. Okay, you can just play for fun. You don't necessarily need to go for the, for the top 3 places, because that's how the scoreboard works. The top 3 places are reserved for the people with most kills, and this is only a solo queue. So you're going solo. I've seen people teaming in this mode, which is literally stupid, but it's hard to also put duo squads and solos on only one mode. The thing is that I think Harris should add just one report to people who are teaming, and if they get enough reports, they'll be banned, both of them, because that's stupid for people to to team in this mode. And I've caught people doing this, and this is just ridiculous. Now let's talk about more technically about about the details of this mode. As I said before, you start off normally. You go into a place of the map wherever you want. There's an initial circle that is going to close down, and after it closes, it stays there. It doesn't go any smaller. It doesn't move. Nothing else. They changed it. It's completely, it's standing there, and you can just play in that precise area. So if, for example, imagine that Sentinel stays out of the circle, well, in that entire game, you're not going to be able to go there. But you're still going to be having the rest of the map. All of those forges are going to be available for you to do your stuff, your weapons, your armors, your abilities, and even if you don't get them, there's a second chance of getting them from enemies, because they will still drop items, but it will be duplicates of the things that they have, and there's only 2 items that will be dropped per person. So what's going to happen is, imagine that I have a sniper rifle, a slug rifle, a smoke bomb, and a sensor drone. And for example, the sensor drone and the sniper rifle drop. They dropped and you can grab them, but for me, I still have them. They're not going to disappear from my inventory. You're not going to lose anything. This is what I'm saying, that you can test whatever you want without having the worry of losing your stuff. You can just literally die as many times as you want to. It's completely, it doesn't change. You can do it how many times you want. If you just want to wander around the map to see how beautiful it is or find new places, just do it. It's fine. It's the freest mode that I've seen so far, and when it comes to gameplay. And there's another thing that you should know: the legendary chests are not in this game. Okay, no legendaries are gonna drop to the ground. Even so, you can still go to the forge and craft a normal random legendary weapon. So those weapons are still gonna be loot. They're just not gonna be through chests. As for the normal loot chests, I'm talking about the weapons chest, the normal chest, and the potions chests. They're going to be respawning every 2 minutes. So imagine you dropped a jade, all of that area has been looted. After 2 minutes, all of them will be available again to be looted, and so you can get extra charts by just waiting 2 minutes, but of course it's better for you to fight. And of course there's a lot more to the game itself than just this. I personally loved it. It has 15 minutes and there's only up to 50 people in the same mode, but you can have less people than 50 people. It can go literally with only 10 people in this game mode and it will still work. Just so you know, the scoreboard is also on the right side and there's going to be the names there with the amount of kills that they have. And of course, if you want to be on the scoreboards, you just have to kill. I recommend going always to the most central point like Lumberfall, because there's like everybody there, okay? But initially, I would recommend you go into somewhere with a lot of loot like Northport, Jade, Trinity, or anywhere else that has a lot of loot, but it is remotely away from the center of the map, because then you can just loot freely, do an ability, and maybe, you know, maybe armor piece, and if somebody gets there, you can kill them, get their loot, or get some chicken trophies, and then get your main weapon, or just a normal legendary weapon, and from there, you're set. Just go to Lumberfall, or whatever the fights are being, try to identify the place with most people, and try to be careful and fight. Fight, kill, doesn't matter if you die. Most of the times if you die, it will be better for you, because you will be coming back with a full life and full armor. I mean, what else can you ask for, right? You don't even need to worry about potions in this mode. But even so, there's also a couple of changes that came with this game mode. It was not just the game mode. They kind of nerfed the SMG and the assault rifle. They buffed a little bit the crossbow and stuff like that. Let me just give you some quick numbers. For example, the SMG, the damage was reduced. At least the legendary came from 125 to 100, and at common it came from 80 to 75. So you're seeing that the reduction is not too much, but if you make your, you know, if you sum that all up, a full clip will deal less damage than before. And not to mention that the clip size has now been reduced from 35 to 25, so it has a lot less ammo now. And the slug rifle now has perfect accuracy, including while jumping. So yeah, there's a mini sniper now. GG, Iris. Assault rifle, now the damage has also been reduced. Pretty much almost like the same. It has been reduced about 20 in all rarities. The reload time has also increased from 1.8 seconds to 2.5 seconds, and the clip size reduced from 30 to 25. The crossbow was actually buffed a little bit. For example, the clip size is now 8 instead of 6, and the reload speed was reduced from 2 seconds to 1 second. So yeah, spam that crossbow fast as hell. Now let's move on to the heirloom rifle. For example, the refire rate increased, which means that it will not shoot as fast, but it's literally just 0.1 seconds. It went from 0.3 seconds to 0.4 seconds, and 0.4, sorry about that. But here's the thing. I wish that they brought back the old Liam rifle, and I wouldn't mind this weapon being hit scanned, just deal less damage. And probably the slug rifle being projectile. Those are the two changes that I would definitely do into this game. The revolver probably should have to be actually not hit scan, should have to be projectile. I know that a lot of people do not agree with this, but the projectile at close range is really good, and it's not meant to be used at medium or long range. And since at hit scan, you can literally use it as a sniper, and it's completely ridiculous, even with the drop of the damage along range. So I definitely think that should be actual projectile. Some battle royales are going to have a lot of projectile weapons, and it makes sense since there are literally projectile weapons in real life. But even so, let's continue. The throwing axe was actually buffed from 800 damage to 900 damage. That's actually pretty good, although I do think that it's fast to shoot. I also think that somehow, since they changed the hitboxes and also the size of the projectile itself, it's kind of harder now to hit. But I've been playing a lot with Warrior, and I can definitely tell you that just get a little bit of experience. You'll definitely use the throwing axe like it was nothing. Like, you won't even notice the difference anymore. And the increase on the damage definitely helps a little bit, because it's not the first time that I died to fighting against an engineer that has full armor, full health. I hit all the necessary axes, but in the meantime, he actually recovered just 10 little health of his armor and a little bit of his health as well, and that made me die. Okay, so definitely this helps me a lot for all the warrior mains out there. This is definitely good. Then the stone spear, this is actually funny. They nerfed the mage to the ground, literally. Okay, they touched everything. We're talking about the fireball. We're talking about the ice block. We're talking about the stone spear. They were talking even, I think, about the sword. I think they even nerfed the time of the sword. And now the damage of the stone spear went from 275 to 350. That's a lot of damage, guys. And I'm not even joking with the meme right here. This is a lot of damage, okay? What the hell? It's already fast as hell. It's not to mention that you can still hit headshots with this. And then they... you know what? Just test it out yourselves. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's definitely really strong right now. Then there's a couple of bug fixes, but I'm not going to be talking about that, guys, because some of them are just audio fixes, some of them are just hitboxes on the mounts, and some are just bugs, visual bugs and stuff like that. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for all the patch notes of this called Deathmatch Training Grounds patch notes. And you guys can check it out for yourself. I do suggest you guys train a lot on this new mode. This mode is really good for training, okay? Especially for people who say that solo are hard, and then the solo queues. Definitely come here and train by yourself. Forget about the wins that you have to do on solo duos or squads. Just focus on this, because this is going to help you a lot, especially if you're trying to become a sniper, because the sniper is really hard to master if you don't have enough time with it on your hands. And if you're playing solos, it's kind of hard to actually get it. So definitely try it out. It's a good mode. I loved it. It's fun, and you should do it as well and just have fun there. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye, guys.